Hi,
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
I'm Andrea.
We're Natural You Yarns, and this is...
A catch-up sip and stitch.
I was expecting you to be a bit more snappy with it. It's sip
No,
and stitch.
I felt like I was being put on the spot.
You
I
were.
was like, spit it out.
So it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Obviously a little out of practice.
Extremely out of practice. And if you're watching us, thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks for joining us.
A lot has happened in the in-between since our last sip and stitch. Both personal and professionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were sick. Then I wasn't well.
No, but you spent some time in hospital.
Yeah.
We had some losses in our family late last year. And I went away for a writer's retreat. So there's just been a whole lot going on and not a whole lot of knitting on my part.
Well,
but
I knit
you've
this.
been busy.
I knit this.
Yeah. What is it called?
You tell me, because I'm going to get it wrong.
It's her own pattern.
I have like brain fog half the time.
We are wearing two variations of the Swept Away sweater.
And the reason that I knit this in the first place is because I bought this beautiful skein of yarn last year at Woolstock East. And I wanted to showcase the yarn as much as possible and couldn't find a pattern. So here we are. So if you have one of those beautiful skeins tucked away that you couldn't resist but don't know what to do with, this might be the answer. You
used a skein of handspun by a woman whose company she goes by, Paisley Defender.
Yeah, she does gorgeous
really cool
stuff.
Hippie name there.
Yeah,
she does do really beautiful stuff. So it works well with handspun as the contrast. But then we knit it again as a crop version this time, and we used hand painted commercial yarns.
Right, but if you've got a skein of fingering, one skein is enough if you hold it double to do the striping in the elongated yoke. And
oh yeah, the elongated yoke, just so people know, it goes past where a yoke normally stops.
Yeah, your yoke usually starts
past
up
your
here.
chest, and I have a rather ample bosom. Is that how you say it? I have an ample chest, so it goes past my chest, and that's where the sleeves actually start.
Yeah, so it's nice and wide and roomy right from the sleeves.
Perfect for layering. This is a great piece for springtime layering.
But you don't feel like encumbered, and it's not hot with the extra clothing underneath.
Right.
Because it's not all tucked into your armpit.
Gonna stand up. I'm wearing a dress that is too light for the weather that we're having today. Somewhere between ice, rain, snow, and just rain.
It's horrible.
So the sweater is quite perfect, right? I've paired it with a little sundress. And it makes it so that I can sort of start to dig into my spring-summer wardrobe early. Because I think we're all at that point. Well, at least I know I am.
I don't like anything
in
my
closet. I hate everything in my closet because it's been 6 long months.
Of the
same thing. Stuff. I think I could burn some of the sweaters. Not the hand-knit ones, but the other ones that I've been wearing.
And then there's days where it's warm but cold but warm. And if you're layering something, it's great to have the opportunity to just take that off if you want to for a while and then put it back on when you need to.
I think it's actually, the sweater would be perfect for beachcombing.
Yeah, it would, because...
Remember when we tried to go to Murray Beach a couple weekends ago?
It was freezing.
And the wind, we nearly got swept away.
Yeah.
The swept away sweater.
And it does. Even in the summer, it gets cool in the evening, and there's always a breeze on the ocean. So it's nice to wear something that's a little bit thicker. And a DK weight is just perfect for that, because it's that in-between.
But it's also knit on a very large gauge. When blocked, it's 14 stitches.
Yes.
By 22 rows makes a 4-inch or a 10 by 10 centimeter.
Yeah. So you could do it in a thicker yarn if you can get the gauge.
Exactly. But this way, the DK is nice and light and airy.
Yeah.
It's not a very thick knit in that regard, like the texture, and
it's
it
almost,
drapes nicely.
Yeah, you can use almost any yarn. Anything from an Aran to a fingering held with that new one we have.
The alpaca. We called it cumulus, like the clouds, because it's just so squishy.
But we digress.
Right.
So, let's say you've got that perfect skein and you want to pick a solid to go with it. or these are heathered, so that's always nice. We've got quite a selection of colors.
Like, for example, you used, is this called pumpkin?
I think so, yes.
It's called, did they put the names on them?
I don't know.
They do not. Well, anyway, that's pumpkin.
This was pumpkin.
And this one,
why don't they put the names on?
I don't know. It loses some of its allure. Like the name
Is that not aqua?
No, this is Harbor.
Remember? Oh, Harbor. Yes.
Harbor, and then this wowzer pink, this like almost fuchsia color. This is called Clover.
Oh,
like
yes, because it
clover.
is. Yes. Well, the flowers on clover are pretty much that color.
They
Maybe
are,
not quite
yeah.
as deep.
And so this is all, sorry, this is the Cascade Yarns Merino DK. So this is...
Is that backwards?
No, but yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's inverted. 100% merino wool. The colors that were, yeah, it's untreated, so non-superwash. The colors we're holding have been dyed, but we do have some undyed colors on the shelf as well.
That's these ones.
Yeah. Like this nice light gray. I can't really do gray, it washes me out. But this looks nice. These tones always look nice with you.
You could wear this.
I probably could. A nice, ooh, we actually had, it's in the projects. So the pattern is now live on Ravelry. If you want to head on over there and see. There's already one project posted that we know of. And the woman did use, she was one of our test knitters. Christina did use the brown. It has like flecks of red and sort of like undertones of
greeny,
yeah, beigey colors in there. It's copper, really pretty.
Yeah, I don't see how that's natural, but they say they're selling it as a natural.
And she paired it with actually. So the sweater I'm wearing was a cream base in the same yarn, and then Eco Paint DK held double for the stripes. And because Christina,
the Eco Paint DK is a little bit of a thin DK. It's more of a sport, I think, and it's got 350 meters. And for that size, which I think I did the 2X for that one, that was enough to do all the striping with just one skein.
And like I said, it's nice long stripes. Yeah. And I know that the sample is used.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
This color
if
is
you
called
go to projects,
Darling.
you can see that.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. And so thank you to all the test knitters. I know.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without the test knitters. There were a couple of math errors. I don't know how you could be off the way I was. I don't.
Look,
Dreamland.
We're knitters, not mathematicians. Okay, dyers and dreamers and writers and podcasters, but we're not
mathematicians.
Mathematicians.
We have a bookkeeper. That's the one thing we actually have to hire out.
Sometimes you have to splurge. That one actually looks really nice with this as well.
It does. Mm-hmm. Why don't you grab a skein off the hand dyed, and we'll see if we can match it.
What do you mean?
Pick a color that you like.
Why? Oh, you want them to hold fingering weight double.
You can.
Well, why? Can I choose something like this?
Sure.
Or maybe like this?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see. That one would go good with this.
Right. So here, you hold that for a minute. I am holding in my hands divination. And if you're holding that double to do the contrast color stripes, I think that's really pretty. Divination, and I think this one is just called light gray or ash. I forget the name. But isn't that pretty?
And this even works.
It does?
I was just not reaching for anything on the shelf.
Would it go with that?
No, but yours might.
No, I think it does. I think that
it does lovely. Too. Look at that.
Anyway, we could play with color all day, and we will. So, Magnolia and Bloom in our hand-dyed, botanically dyed nature wraps has bursts of orange and burgundy and yellow, and it looks really nice with clover.
Would probably look good in the dark gray.
Okay, well, now I'm holding one too many. There is the dark gray, and we're getting some more cream in.
Yeah, there's a yarn order in.
And then this beautiful purple too, this lavender tone. Oh, I like that. I'll grab another skein off the shelf. I know you want me
Just
to.
put it there.
So this one is called Parrot. This is the one that you used for my sweater.
Yes, but it would look good with the lavender.
It would.
It would also look good with this harbor, I think.
Uh-huh. And here we go, grabbing more yarn. Which colorway, Mom?
That's the nice thing. Why don't you try that one?
This one?
Why not?
Okay.
I don't know if that would work or not. I'd have to stare at it for... Oh, I think this would look nice with the mauve.
Oh, that would be gorgeous.
Because
so that is, of course, our Aurora Borealis. Such a popular colorway. We always
there
want it
is
back.
mauve in it as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me show that off. Isn't that pretty? we're pretty much on a kick right now. And that would go nice with the dark gray there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the pattern's really versatile. I like
It
that
is.
you can hold a fingering weight double for the contrast color. That way you can, as I said, use a really fancy skein that you don't know what to do with.
But if you don't want to do a $300 sweater, you can use the Merino DK, which is a pure yarn. They're gorgeous heathered colors. And
So we're stash busting, we're saving you money, and we're adding to your handmade sweater collection.
right,
Yeah.
with all natural fiber.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So the sweater itself, you said you knit the 2X with this one, but you can't tell because they're meant to be made with 10 to 18
Yeah, it's
inches?
supposed to fit you really
no,
big.
10 to
right?
18 centimeters of ease, right?
Inches.
Inches.
Yeah, so a lot of positive ease. See how much room there is in this? It's...
See? It's a really roomy sweater.
And so you can move. You can bend over and collect those seashells.
You made the neck on this one a little bit lower for me because I hate things on my neck. I'm still finding it too high up. Is there a way to do it without the ribbing if someone wanted something that started just a little lower?
I didn't write that into the pattern. No.
No.
Sorry.
Oh.
The problem with sweaters when you're a larger size like I am is that a lot of times when designers figure out schematics, they just use a formula and increase all the stitch counts, including your cast on and how many it would be for your sleeve or your body, and it just gets all multiplied. But if you're a bigger girl, that doesn't mean you have a bigger neck necessarily, at least not huge. And so I started a little higher up with this. The reverse problem is that I'm not a small person, so I don't know how small the sleeves need to be, and a couple of people did find them a little bit snug.
And that's why you got test knitters, so that you
right,
could
so
rewrite the pattern.
I was able to amend the pattern for the smaller sizes. But everybody gets a neck that fits properly.
Right, so it's size inclusive.
Yes.
But it's meant to be worn like a big, comfy, almost like a boyfriend sweater.
Yeah.
You know, that loose, easygoing fit.
And the way that the raglan is shaped, you don't get all that bulk in this area, which is nice. It still fits properly in this area, but then becomes large because of the way that the yoke is comes down lower.
Did you have fun making this
I
one?
loved doing this, and it was so fast.
Yes.
Like, I knit 2 of them.
And we did ask for a rather quick turnaround time with our test knitters.
And nobody seemed to have an issue.
No.
Some people were fast. And the other
you know
nice
who
thing,
you are.
Yeah. And the other nice thing is with a looser gauge, hence a lighter fabric, is that for summer you can actually knit it in something like this.
Ooh, you want to pull that down?
Yeah. This is Silk Harmony is the name of it. It's another commercial yarn, but it's 50% silk, 30% wool, and 20% cotton. So it's a worsted weight gauge, which would work with this pattern, but it's it's less wool, right? So some people really like the cottony.
With the cotton, it's breathable. The silk makes it so soft to the touch, and it drapes nicely too.
Yeah. I'm not going to try and pair a color with this right now. But we do have...
But if you need help pairing a color, Andrea is always for that. So if you have a special skein in the stash,
yeah,
or you have something picked out from our hand-dyed line of botanically dyed yarns, and you want something to mix with it, we're always happy to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jasmine is very good at sending
Photos.
little snapshots of color combinations for people as well.
We enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
You can even, if you still want wool, but you don't, you find it itchy, or you want something sort of really soft and luxurious, there's the baby alpaca. The super fun LUSH.
What's the yardage on that?
This is 230 meters, so it's comparable to the Eco Merino DK, which is 233.
Right.
So it could be the main skein or the contrast color, depending.
This is 350. So if you hold this double, it's 175. So a DK for the contrast would work too.
Right. Or you can pair it with another skein for the contrast.
That's actually really nice too.
You made a sweater out of this before. The weekender that I wear all the time.
Yes.
Sometimes I just steal the sweaters she knits. I don't even play about it. I put them in my closet. And then somebody comes into the shop and I'm like, oh, I've got a sample of that. And I go to the sample closet and it's bare. It's not bare. There's tons of samples in there. Just not the one you're looking for.
It's not the one I'm looking for.
I really, really enjoy, let's see, I like the pink, but
that's
this
nice.
one, it's like a blend of yellows and greens and blues. That's
because this is darker, they would stand out.
Oh, it definitely would.
Yeah.
It's called So Van Gogh. Now, the alpaca DK that we carry has been discontinued, so this is...
What we have is all you have.
Is all we have. But we did bring in another alpaca that you were talking about at the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
That's new to the website. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. We called it Cumulus. It's similar to our mohair that we call Halo, in that it is a lace weight and it has the floof.
Yes.
But
it's alpaca and silk rather than mohair and silk.
For those
and it's actually a little bit fluffier.
It is.
You want to grab one?
Okay. It's for those people who can't stand mohair, even though our version is not itchy, we swear.
Some people, it's all relative, isn't it? If it makes you itch, it's itchy.
Right, but alpaca is hypoallergenic, so you won't have that problem with this.
Those are nice colors, yeah.
Yeah, you made matching solid colors as well.
Yes, so we've got this in the GOTS and in the, this one's called Euphoria. It's in our Cumulus colorway. Oh, that's pretty too. But I want to make another sweater. I forget the name of it. Seaside? No, that's your stole. I have another pattern that I really want to knit, but I have to finish the Strange Brew. I'm on the sleeves.
Right. Which you didn't bring along to show off today, because today is just about this pattern, this sweater. We're going to have to do another sip and stitch.
Soon.
Very soon, yeah.
Yes. But for now, we just wanted to show you some of the color possibilities for this new pattern.
Say hello, it's been a while, and inquire what you're working on.
Yes.
And if we can expect you to be casting on this one soon.
A couple of people have gotten the pattern already.
Yes. Yes.
So, let us know what's in your stash, what you need help matching up, and what you think of the new pattern. Oh.
And next time we pop in, we promise to have things on our needles to show off.
Yes.
I've just pulled out of time out for like the third or fourth time, a linen tank top that I started. It's going to be finished this year for summer. And then there's a bunch of other t-shirts I want to make in time for slightly warmer weather that'll pair nice with some jean cutoffs and things like that.
I want to make something with the Evolution silk.
No, stick to our stuff.
All right.
Well,
if only I could knit 48 hours a day.
I know, but we need more samples, so.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah. And as always, we hope that you stay natural.
Be natural, be you.
Oh my God, we're out of practice. Yes, be
Someone
natural,
is.
be you.
Stay natural. Anyway, keep knitting.
Bye for now.